Hello, everybody. I'm Bendy, and today I'm going to be reading Bad Blood, Jeff the Killer versus Jane the Everlasting. Jane the Everlasting. Suggested by Miss Trash Panda. Image, Google, Story, Wattpad, Professional Level 1. So, each time I upload, my level will go up and up. So right now, we're level 1. Can't wait. So if you want to suggest a story, please do. I will need them. Anyways, enough talking. Let's begin. Chapter 1. Jeff the Killer. Jeff's POV. Point of view. A monster. That's all people see when they hear my name. A monster. They're the wise ones. I don't regret my decisions. Never will. I am helping them, actually. They are all free now. But the police don't see it that way. Oh well. I watch as some drunk teens start to make out at a bonfire. They started about an hour back. They need to go to sleep. They don't even notice as I creep ever closer, closer, closer. My adrenaline starts flowing just like the first time. Nothing like a nice kill before bed. As I approach the first couple, I decide the guy will go first. Closer and closer, now only 2 feet from the people. I whispered to them those three small, beautiful words. Go to sleep. They turned, and the girl instantly screamed at the sight of my beautiful face. The others all sat like deers in headlights as I drove my knife into the man's throat. He fell over, asleep on his little screaming girlfriend. I enjoyed the blood as I slowly walk over to the other two couples, still frozen. Well, I say as my grin grows wider. Who wants to go next? Instantly, they all try to scream and whatnot. Scream and whatnot. But being so fucking drunk, no cigar, knees weak, arms are heavy, there's vomit on his sweater already. Mom, spaghetti. Anyways, it's almost too easy, really, but it's still fun. They all go to sleep one by one until the girl, still stuck under her deadbeat boyfriend, is left. Wait, why didn't she won? Like, you had all that time, honey. Why didn't you just won? Like, okay, fine. Okay. Well, little Miss Kissy Face, I say, approaching her as I wipe the blood off my knife onto my sweatshirt. The fear in her eyes glowing. You're the last one of the night. She continues to squirm as I kneel next to her to look her in the eye. Why didn't she punch him right there? Sorry, I'm getting mad. Anyways. You know, they say you saved the best for last, so congrats. You must be the best. She cries out at me. Go away. But instead, I shove him off of her. She stays silently confused as she looks up at me. I use my free hand to gesture to the tree line. Go. Go. You have a 5-second head start. She jumps up and flies into the trees as I laugh and start the hunt. She runs quick, but not enough. I follow her and realize she's heading for the nearby campgrounds. More fun. Guess she's not the best after all. She starts screaming out for someone to help, but nothing. She enters the clearing and turns around sharply. The woods behind her, though black, are empty. She pants and turns back to the one and only camper in the park, probably planning how to tell them Jeff the Killer just slaughtered her friends. Go to sleep, me. She turns only to be met with a knife in her chest. P.S. I am a goat now. Anyways. Oh, She falls to the ground and looks up at me one more time as I wave my blood-covered fingers at her and say, "Nighty-night." Then she goes to sleep. I roll my neck as I take in the cool night air. Ah, I smile. What a beautiful night. I then turn my attention to the camper. I creep around the side and begin to drag my knife along the wall. I turn to the corner and stop. What the? I twirl off as I observe the bloody handprints along the side. I enter to the scent of freshly spilled blood and some song playing on a phone. I spot 3 bloody victims laying around. Then, in the moonlight, I see the literal writing on the wall in the victim's blood. I had to read it out loud, to be sure. Don't go to sleep. You won't wake up. My phrase. Somebody stole my phrase. They will surely be going to sleep soon. I adopted it 3 years ago, and this was only about a couple hours old. Who could it be? Don't, I sigh. I knew I should have gotten a copyright. Well, I guess he's old now. Okay. First he was something, and now he's old. Okay. Chapter 2. Jane the Killer. We're reading 2 chapters. Jane's point of view. I will find him. He took everything I had. He will pay. I know he's close by as I walk into the campgrounds. There's only one camper out, so I figure he'll show up. I wait in the trees, watching the people as the sun soon sets. He doesn't show. I can't let him have the pleasure of killing them. It'll just make him feel more powerful and make him more famous. I won't let that happen, so I make my way into the camper. A smile comes to me as I find that they left the door unlocked. All I have to do is kill. Quick! They don't even wake up. And now, they won't wake up. The closest of the 3 is a girl who is asleep on the small couch. I stand over her and watch her. She must have that sense when you can feel that someone is watching you, because her eyes slowly open and widen at the sight of me. I put my finger to my lips. Shh, I say. She blinks hard. How do you blink hard? Do you like... Bit! Ow! Apparently, trying to wake up from this nightmare, but realizes it's not. So she tries to scream. Before she can, I stab her in the heart, killing her instantly. 1 down, 2 to go. Dab, dab. Next is the man. He's still... Wait, you just said they were all asleep. What the fudge? Okay. Next is the man. He's still awake, banging his head to some song on his phone with his headphones. He hasn't heard a thing. I creep up behind him as he air drums along with the song. He stops, though, looking at the reflection in the phone's screen. He sees me. He goes to yell, but I grab his hair and yank his head back, then slit his throat. The blood starts to run, and the jack comes out of his phone. Soon, For Whom the Bell Tolls by Metallica blares out into the dimly lit room. For a hill men would kill. Why? They do not know. Yes, I said donut. We love donuts here. Okay. Anyways, the other woman laying on an air mattress sighs and covering her ears. Come on, Leo, she says. Some of us are trying to sleep. If she does, she won't wake up. Stiffened wounds test their pride. Okay. I approach her, men of 5 still alive, through the raging glow. She turns over and gasps as I bring the knife down into her stomach. I keep going until she stops moving, gone insane from the pain that they surely know. I stand as the blood drips off my knife and look at the scene I have created. For whom the bell tolls. Time marches on. For whom the bell tolls. And yes, I know it's not slow. I know it's like freaking fast. I've heard it a lot through my lifetime. Anyways, I decide to leave a message for the cops and Jeff. I take the victim's blood and write out on the wall, "Don't go to sleep. You won't wake up." With that, I leave. I know he's close. I can feel it. I'm on his trail, and soon his past will catch up with him. Very soon. Woo! I forgot how many parts there is to this, but thank you for watching. Um, I will continue this today, so like 2 chapters a video. Okay, we'll try to finish this. I forgot how many parts there were, so if you liked it, then that's cool. If you dislike, out of my house, Jerry, out. Just kidding. It's your opinion. I really don't care. Anyways, enough talking. That's pretty much it. See you in the next video, which will be in like just a minute. Thank you.